David Savage, a.k.a. Diz, and this is The Force Always.
Okay, so just a quick late-making news. Benioff and Weiss have now departed from Star Wars. The exact details, we all don't know what is going on, but now they've left. There was a trilogy announced. Who that is going to, we don't know. That's 2022, 2024, 2026. We all assumed that it was Benioff and Weiss. That could go to Rian Johnson under the circumstances with the state of Star Wars fans, the hardcore fans, and their disapproval with him. But according to myself, he's fine as a director, he's okay as a story writer, but this will be interesting in the days and weeks ahead. But now Benioff and Weiss is now departed from Star Wars. That was in the last 24 hours. You probably have heard it by now, but this is just late making news. Now let's get on with the show. Okay, so welcome to the show, Star Wars news, views, reviews. Let's get on with it. The Mandalorian official trailer 2 dropped hours ago. Depends on when you're watching this video, but it was hours ago from this point when uploading, and there will be a review of that later on in the show in the review section, so stick around for that. To more Star Wars news. More Star Wars news includes 48-ish days to the Rise of Skywalker Episode 9 that's about. It depends on when you're watching this video again, but also what part of the world you are in, because there's different release dates everywhere, close together, but they're pretty much everywhere. So it's about 48-ish days to the Rise of Skywalker Episode 9. Some more news. It's about 17-ish days to Disney Plus being launched. Why is that important? Because The Mandalorian, which is a Star Wars live action TV series, will be pretty much kicking off from the first moment Disney Plus rocks on, and that will be here in Australia November 19, in America November 12. We've got no other information for the Australian, what you can buy, when you can buy it, how you can use it, what the dates are for The Mandalorian and other TV shows. Nothing like that is yet, but when it does first come to light, I'll let you know. To more Star Wars news, Kevin Smith, a famous YouTuber and technically a great director from way back in the day, if you ever saw the movie Clerks, he's sort of a great YouTuber these days. He had a review of the Rise of Skywalker final trailer, which he does give a little bit away because he was on the set of Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. He doesn't give any spoilers, anything like that away. Even for himself, he didn't really get to see anything too spoilerish for himself. He did see the C-3PO scene that we saw in the final trailer. He was there on set that day. That's what he said. That was quite interesting. But he also said, which we sort of knew about this before, but confirmed through his review yet again, that there is a melt your mind moment that J.J. Abrams said you can go and see, but I advise you to see this in the cinema. And he took that advice from JJ, that's Kevin Smith, took that advice from JJ Abrams, the director of Episode 9, and he never actually saw it, but he said it's a melt your mind moment. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Kevin Smith right now. To more news, Channel 9 here in Australia has been showing Star Wars every week on a usual Saturday early evening. Last week I did say that Empire Strikes Back was going to be on last weekend, but it actually was advertised for that via Channel 9, but it was actually A New Hope. So they are actually going in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the episodes. So watch that every Saturday night. Channel 9, if you get a bit stuck. They do repeat it, I think, on a Monday night or something like that. So if you miss out, there you go. Or just pop your DVD in, or possibly video. Anyway, So to more news, Village Cinemas here in Australia, coinciding with the big release with The Rise of Skywalker, have actually started to sell on sale now. That's what they've sent to me. Sent a message from Village Cinemas. Have sent to me that you can buy this R2D2 collector popcorn and/or drink cup, and it's great, but it's just nothing, revolutionary. It's not that exciting. It's okay. It's R2D2 is great, but not like we've seen one of these before anyway. So you can get that on sale now. You may want to get that before you go to the cinema, because I'm sure every single Star Wars person will buy that for the hell of it. Anyway, so that's the news for this time around. Let's get into the views. Views is not about predictions. Views is not about what one gets in viewage on a YouTube channel, let alone mine at times. But it doesn't matter. I keep rocking, as I keep saying. But anyway, in this view, it's all about my story ideas. It could be with a poster, it could be with a trailer, it could be with the saga, it could be a spin-off movie. My story ideas, my input, my ideas. And this week, I'm saying that it would be great in episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, to have flashbacks. That's great. But I think it needs a little referencing, especially to The Last Jedi in the film, to make sense of why things played out a certain way. For example, Snoke. So there needs to be some sort of referencing way of telling the story. Sort of like, but not the way in time travel, but sort of like how Back to the Future 2 referenced, because technically when they went back in the future, they were sort of in that same vicinity as when they went in the past. They were in the same area, and they sort of had a really interesting idea of telling the story of how intense their journey adventure was. But it needs to somehow happen with a real flow about it, like the Back to the Future series, but in a Star Wars way, without being time travel, because that's the thing I've said all along I didn't want really to happen, because it would be just, Endgame did it, then Star Wars did it. It would just, the whole idea, originality would be lost a little. But I think there needs to be referencing in episode 9, especially about certain events that happen in episode 8 and 7. But just referencing. Flashbacks are good, not too many, but enough for us to really get what's going on without being too spoon-fed, if you can understand what I'm saying. Anyway, so that's my views, which is my stories, ideas for this time around. Let's get into the reviews. Reviews is the Mandalorian official trailer 2, which just debuted hours ago. And it starts off reflecting from the first trailer, gets into original footage, and there's a momentum about this trailer. There's a bit more longer scenes on particular parts, like the IG-11 spin around gun sort of thing. There's this Reek-like character, dinosaur monster that the Mandalorian is trying to hold back, or something like this. The Reek was first seen in episode 2, the Attack of the Clones. If it's the same creature, I don't know, it's just my guess, but it looked really well done compared to the one that was in the Attack of the Clones. Even the Attack of the Clones was good, but this one looks seriously like the real thing if it was real, but it's not real. It looks real. That's how real it is. But and it's good energy, this trailer. It's a good type of trailer. The only thing I'll say is that the old footage is a bit sort of, okay, we've seen that before. The newer footage was still exciting. It's got a good rhythm to it. I did see this Star Wars when I was at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. We got a 10-minute something like 10 minutes of a particular scene in The Mandalorian, and it was a bit slow-paced. It was very interesting, but it was slow-paced. I'm wishing this series is not going to be like that, but this trailer, the official 2 trailer for The Mandalorian, for me, gets an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it a bit better than the Rise of Skywalker trailer, but don't get me wrong, the Rise of Skywalker trailer is still great. It's fantastic. Anyway, so that's my review. 8 out of 10 for The Mandalorian official trailer 2, and it's pretty much I'd say that's the final trailer before it comes out. So 8 out of 10 for that. Anyway, let's get into interviews 2Q. That's 2 questions I asked myself for you guys out there. Interviews 2Q. Anyway, let's get on with it. Why? So the first question, why is the Rise of Skywalker final trailer epic and not much information about it? Well, I don't know why, but if there's a reason why I like that, is because it does have a great energy. It has a great depth to it in sound and visuals to get us excited. I think it is still missing a moment where we go, oh my God, what's that? But without that, this trailer is a good setup for the actual movie itself. Because if there's something that Star Wars hardcore fans get sick of, is things being spoiled before they go in to see it themselves. And I think personally, the epicness of the final trailer, The Rise of Skywalker, brings the excitement, but the lack of information brings the curiosity. So I think it's a great... why is because it just sets up your viewing in a much better way. That's what I think. For casual fans and hardcore fans. Anyway, that's the first question, first answer. This next question, next answer will be, the question is, what will the international trailer reveal? Because even though we've had the final trailer, there usually is followed up with an international trailer a couple of weeks later, which has the same footage, but little snippets of other things that they extend on, or just new things. I don't know what they'll reveal, but I think it would be a little bit of a bad move to put a wow moment in this one, because then it will sort of offset the final trailer. I think, you need to make the final trailer be known it's the final trailer. The international trailer, even though it's the more final trailer, it will just get too much attention. I think it just does not need a wow moment. What will it reveal? Just extra little bits of snippet footage to the hardcore Star Wars fans like myself will go, ooh, look at that. That's it. So look out for that in the coming weeks. When it is, I don't know. Anyway, so that is the news, views, reviews, interviews for the Star Wars show that is mine, which is The Force Always, weekly on YouTube, only on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel The Force Always, only on YouTube. Like and share it with your friends. Repeat it if you want. Send me in a question if you like via Twitter or Instagram, which my information is just down there. Even by YouTube, and I'll answer it for you. But until next week, as I say, keep rocking.